Hi, welcome to the Blue Jay Show, episode 2. Today we're going to be talking about why movies nowadays suck and why there's no classic movies anymore. And this is something I was thinking about. I'm like, man, it's been a while since I've seen like a real classic, legendary movie. Of course, there's there's good movies that come out nowadays, but we are in a real dry spell, a real drought right now of movies and maybe even shows and maybe even music. Um, and I think that's just kind of in the evolutionary position we're in, I think, in the world. I'm going to try to answer that question about movies. Music and shows are a different topic, but yeah, I think. So I was just going to look up like some of the movies that come out even this year, 2025. Best movies so far. So, I mean, I know Nosferatu, that was pretty good. A lot of people said that was a solid one. Let's look at the list what we got here. So we got Alto Nights, never saw that. Now there's going to be a lot of movies I haven't seen, but you got movies like Mission Impossible, which are like Tom Cruise is pretty awesome, but it's not like a classic movie. I feel like the issue with a lot of these movies nowadays is I heard Sinners was good, but none of these movies interest me. Like nothing is like interesting me enough right now. I mean, it's been a pretty dry year. Nothing pulls me in. I think for whatever reason, Hollywood, they have just, right now, they're just seeing the downfall of themselves and how that they choose money over art. They choose money over actually creating an amazing masterpiece film, and they want to make movies that are big in the box office. And it's just like, it's been going on for like, oh my God, for over 5 years. It's just been movies that are designed to try to, and you see flops all the time. You see it backfiring on them. This is the problem. They don't try to do like they don't place any emphasis on soundtrack. Soundtrack is a huge reason why. I'm gonna go 2024 now. Let's see what we had in 2024. Give me a nice list here, man. Best 20 movies. Let's see. Man, I'm really close to the freaking camera, bro. Dune, okay, I heard Dune was cool. The Brutalist actually looked interesting to me. That looks cool. Nosferatu came out in 2024. Okay. Furiosa, Mad Max. I heard the first one's really good. But these movies are all just there's such a weird like modern feel to all these. Like the Substance I heard was a crazy. The only movies that I'm seeing that are really like doing really like good movies is like ones that don't interest me, like ones that are shocking or like horror, psychological, just like not arts. I like artsy movies, and there's none of that. We're in the digital age. We're in the freaking internet where everything is just like sterile, and it's just like, and I'm sure there's some decent movies out here, but could you tell me like in 2024 what's a classic movie? 2023, let's see. Best movies. Give me a nice little list. Oppenheimer is a good movie, except for like the last third of it is like really long and boring and confusing. But other than that, it's a good movie. I wouldn't put it in the classic. I mean, it's a good movie, but you got Gran Turismo. I heard it was decent. Let's get a list here real quick. Just give me a nice little list. All right, I'm gonna do, this is 2020 to 2024 movies, best movies. Oppenheimer's number one. That tells you everything you need to know. They put Oppenheimer as the best movie from the years 2020 to 2024, and I said that's a pretty good movie. It's like, that's number one. So the animated Spider-Man, or is that an animated one? Or is that just the Top Gun? See, this is the thing, right? Top Gun. I mean, big summer hit, a lot of explosions, Tom Cruise jumping out of a plane. Sorry, I'm not interested at all. I know I like Tom Cruise, but Dune Part 2, Dune Part 1, I mean, Across the Spider-Verse I heard was cool, but it's animated. Soul is cool, but it's animated. I'm not as big into animated movies. Everything Everywhere All at Once, but again, it's just like a really chaotic, like, it's not a very artsy movie. It's more just like a, let's just fucking throw everything let's just like throw everything at them. And The Gentleman is on the list, and that movie's good, but like that's number 12. So you're already seeing, like, just the quality level. John Wick, it's just like, it's a poor man's Matrix. I'm sorry. All Quiet on the Western Front, it's a war movie. I'm not too into war movies. Banshees of Inisherin, I heard was good. I mean, we got Puss in Boots on the list. We got Puss in Boots on the goddamn list. The animated kitty. I mean, this is just, Avatar movie again, another big box office hit. But it's never interested me, man. The good news is there's plenty of classic movies that I haven't watched yet, so there's not a shortage of movies. Godzilla -1 is 35. I don't know, man. So everybody was raving about this Godzilla movie, so I'm like, let me check it out. It was kind of slow. It was a good story, and Godzilla was pretty badass in it. But again, I'm like left at the end of the movie, and I'm kind of just like, okay, like what was the point of that? I don't know. I mean, Godzilla's pop culture. You got Mitchells versus the Machines. I did watch that. The fact that it's even on this list, the Mitchells versus the Machines, it's a good animated movie, but it's like, come on, man. Oh, No Time to Die. These James Bond movies, they always look amazing visually. So they're worth watching just for that. And there's some good action scenes. I don't know why I said action like that. Action scenes. And I do like Daniel Craig as a badass James Bond. So, that's a good movie. It's not a classic. They're including The Social Dilemma in here, which is just like a documentary. It's not even a movie. Everybody was geeking about The Social Dilemma. You remember that? It was right around the pandemic. Encanto. We have Encanto on the list. We have, we got Glass Onion, which is a fun movie, not a classic movie by any means. Let's keep going. I'm on 80 here, so a lot of these movies I did not see. Challengers, I heard it was good because you got Trent Reznor on the soundtrack. That's awesome. Never saw it, but I'm sure it's good. The Platform, 2019. Everybody's kind of going crazy for The Platforms. It was like a really kind of creepy one, or just a weird one. The Northman, that was a good one. I did watch that. The Northman was good. A real Viking movie, real gritty kind of spiritual Viking movie. If you like that type of stuff. We're at 9 minutes already. Oh my God. So yeah, this is my thing about movies, is that I think they don't put enough emphasis on the soundtrack. They let the money and the greed take over Hollywood, the satanic Hollywood. And now they're like, literally, they're not making anything worthwhile. Although I heard the new F1 movie or something is going to be good. But it's been literally shoving down our throats the Marvel, the superhero stuff for like freaking 10 years now. It's been freaking, and that's just, in my opinion, been one of the big things that's ruined it. The other topic for discussion that I thought would be cool. I was thinking, I've been kind of on a spiritual journey. I've had some tough times recently, but things have been going better as of recent. And I was thinking, what are the three things? I don't know. It just kind of occurred to me. Like, sometimes these thoughts just kind of occur to me, and then I build them out in my head. And I came up with like three things in life that are priceless. And so you can't put a price on it. You cannot trade it for, let's say it's offered up for 100 billion. You can't trade these things. And there's not a lot of these things. Number one would be peace of mind. Peace of mind is a priceless thing, your state of mind. And, I hope this maybe helps people out, because realizing that these three things are priceless puts a whole different perspective in the world and makes you realize that all these things you desire that are material based, they're not going to be worth much if you don't have these three things. Peace of mind is number one. I've been through some rough times mentally and had some crazy anxiety battles. And, for me, peace of mind is one of those things when you do have it. A lot of people have peace of mind, but they don't really understand how valuable it is once it's taken away. You quickly realize that life is, there's really nothing that you can do in life without peace of mind. There's really nothing you can enjoy. There's nothing you can even accomplish. So peace of mind is very valuable, and how you get there, is up to you. But, for me, it's just, it's a lot of discipline. I like the saying, discipline is freedom, I just through time have just learned to understand reality in the mind. And one of the things that I've stuck with for over a year now is just hardcore, rigorous exercise. Running is the most important part of my day. Completely burns that stress off, completely levels me out, gets me level-headed, enough until, anxiety can strike again. And there was a few periods of my life where I was doing 3 workouts a day because I was so messed up in the head that I had to just work out nonstop. And it was actually starting to get kind of scary because I was kind of spiraling out of control. And there wasn't really any, you pray and you crave the substance, the pill that will take the pain away. And I just couldn't do it, that's a whole different topic for a different video, but I just couldn't do it. And so it's that, but it's also just staying in motion, is another kind of poetic way I'd put it. Whether you're working out or, you're getting outside, you're hopping in the car, you're going somewhere, you're meeting up with people, staying in motion, is a good way to have peace of mind. And also deal with, do some meditation, try it, just for 10 minutes, doesn't have to be a crazy amount of time. The second thing that's priceless, I would say, is your health. So this goes hand in hand with peace of mind, but your health is something that you can't put a number, you can't put a price on that. If you have the big mansion, the car, you're a billionaire, but your health is declining, your health is terrible, and you don't feel good ever, those things are completely worthless, and this, I don't know, I feel like this seems kind of obvious, but it's just one of those things where it's not talked about a lot. I mean, I'm sure there's other guys who have talked about it on their wellness and self-help channels, but health is something that's really valuable. You take it for granted until it goes away, and then you're up against it. Nothing else matters. Really, nothing else matters. I've been in the hospital before and made it out, but when you're really in the hospital and things are looking not good, nothing really matters until you can make it out of the hospital and start to get good health again. And I'm not going to go on a whole hour-long diatribe about how you get good health, but the one thing I would say is that drink a lot of water throughout the day. If you can just completely cut out sugar, and at least sugary drinks. I see a lot of people drinking sugary drinks for no real reason. Like they're not even getting any pleasure out of it. They're just like like they're just like sheep that just like, oh, this is what I buy, this is what I drink. You know, it's like you're not even getting any pleasure out of it. You're drinking like, you know, 4 Dr. Peppers a day. It's like 200 grams of sugar. It's absolutely devastating to your health. So don't let it be mistaken. That's devastating to your health over a period of years. Sugar is the cause of an insane amount of diseases in our society, and our society is going like this. I mean, it's a weird thing right now where our medicine is like this, but the general health is going like this. So I mean, the numbers are going to lie to you and tell you that the life expectancy is going up, but that's only because we can keep people alive, but that doesn't mean that they're like thriving. You know, we can keep people alive thanks to modern medicine, but they're going to be in a hospital bed, or they're going to be at the house, and they're not going to be having fun. But sugar is something that you really need to avoid. Diet is 90% of what health is, you know, and then the other basics are just stay in motion and get sun, get outside. You know, the system is set up to tell you that the sun is going to cause skin cancer, but that's a myth. I mean, you got to be, you know, you can't be out and baking in the sun for 8 hours a day, but I'm out in the sun like, you know, at least 4 hours a day, and I don't even use sunscreen because you can build up to it. You can get a base level of tan, you can build up to it, and it's absolutely, the sun is your biggest ally. Yeah, just, you know, staying in motion and drinking a lot of water and eating clean. And then the last thing that's priceless, I would say, is just family. You know, love. You know, you could say it, you could call it family or love. You know, but this is pretty obvious, I feel like, but it's worth talking about, just in the sense of, I thought about, like, you know, let's say you always wanted a Ferrari, you know, and you get that Ferrari, but you don't have you don't have a girlfriend, you don't have any family. You know, what is that Ferrari really worth? You know, if you don't have any friends, if you don't have family around, that Ferrari is just like nothing. You know, obviously Ferraris are awesome. I want a Ferrari. And that big house, if nobody's in it, you know, it's pretty obvious. It's not like I'm like dropping crazy knowledge right now, but if the house is empty, the house isn't worth anything. You know, so those are the three things that you really can't put a price tag on, you know, and I think it's important to talk about, especially in the world where, you know, there's starting to be this split of people in the world, where there's people who are taking the spiritual path, and there's people who are taking still the 3D shut down material AI bullshit, merging with AI, demonic. And then there's people who fucking take the spiritual route, and, you know, and that's really like where we're at in the world right now, is that, you know, people that are unaware of this happening, the dangers of materialism, the dangers of artificial intelligence is very, very relevant in today's society. And, you know, if you go that route, I think you're going to be, you know, in a world of pain in the long run. You know, all these things trying to you know, basically, long story short, the AI stuff, the agenda of the AI, disconnects you from source, disconnects you from God. So that's bad. That's not good. You know, you want to maintain your connection to a higher power, because, you know, God is within you as well. You know, so you are connected to that. And that AI stuff, it's going completely in the other route. And if you're not aware of this, people are altering their bodies, people are changing their bodies, and it's not good. It's not good, because it's disconnecting you from the divine. So that's all I'll say on that. Slightly more serious topic, but this is real shit, man. This is what I've been going through the last year. This is the freaking reborn in the flames, as I call it. But and, you know, I know it's a crazy time. There's a lot of people that are having the same journeys I'm having. Make sure you check out some of my songs. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, subtract the bad, I ain't needing no addition. I ain't really with the sitting, I be log splitting, probably with the lifting. Sipping Pellegrino, moving furniture, my neighbors hella cool. Watching Paris versus Villa, damn you know that K fine. Tried to take me out, but I'm too fly. I'm like Cobb in the dream heist. Sitting back, I'll be breaking all the ice. PSD for this wavy shit, chilling with Albanians. Random house in Perry where the money's at, and some artifacts. She a 9 but carry to a 10. I be rolling dice like I'm James Bond. Bon vivant, south of France, oak table with the cast. I'll be up for grabs like I'm playing craps. Gin and tonic like I'm Richard, busy getting